Welcome back to Digital Literacy at PALS. Today we are going to make a poster from a quote using our favorite toolbar buttons here in Google Documents. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this, our zoom button, and click fit so it fills out our area perfectly so I can play with our words and our pictures. So today what I want to show you is how to insert a picture from your computer. So we went to our insert image here before and we searched the web. So now we're going to upload from our computer. We're going to pick a folder that we put on our desktop. So I've got one labeled images, and in here I have a manatee, I have some foxes, and I have a white rhino. So what I'm going to do is I can click on this image of the white rhino, and then I can just click open. So I'm going to show you how to do this one more time by deleting what I just did. So remember, I can go to this undo button and I can show it to you one more time. So we're going into the insert, we're going to go upload from computer. This is going to go back and open the exact file that we were just in, and I'm going to click on white rhino and I'm going to click open. Why did I choose this beautiful rhino? It's because I thought of this funny quote that's one of my favorites in all the land. So I wanted to do this funny quote as a poster with you guys today, and I might actually end up changing my rhino picture as we go. But my favorite quote, and I'm going to type it out and let you read it as I do it. Is save the chubby unicorns. So the joke, of course, is that unicorns are our rhino. And I just think that's adorable. Chubby unicorns. I totally love that. So I'm going to go, and I'm actually going to look here under insert image, and I'm going to search the web, and I'm going to search the web for a rhino clip art or cartoon. I think it would be funny if it was like a fancier, oh, this one's funny. I like that one. So I've selected it, and at the bottom, I've selected it so that insert button comes up, remember? So if I don't have one selected, the insert goes away. So if you don't have anything selected, nothing will happen here. So I'm going to insert this picture, and that picture got inserted. Oh, it's still creating the image. I'm being very impatient. Oh my goodness, that picture came in underneath. Huh. I like this picture a lot, but I think there's too much background. Okay, so we're going to talk about how we're going to edit this video. So I'm first going to move myself out of the way, and I just realized that I'm just moving myself all over the place. I'm going to move myself over here, and my reason for putting myself over here is because the window to edit is going to come over here. So I'm going to click on top of our image, and you can see that it comes up here and says editing mode. But what we can also do is we can use our right click. So if we right click on here, we want to crop the image. So I'm going to click crop image. Now if you noticed, the edges changed. So before we had the crop image, so if I click our undo, we can see here we've got the blue line with the squares. When we right click and say crop image, the line around the outside becomes kind of like a thicker dark color, and then the corners and the tops have this black line. So when you pull this line in, it's going to change, and you can see this side out here is faded. That's what we're going to crop away, and I'm going to pull this side up because I really just want this beautiful rhino picture. But I don't want all of the grasses. I'm going to pull this down so I get a nice just the rhino picture. You can center this however you like. Once you've created this and you've pulled it into where you want, you just need to press the enter button. So when you press the enter button, all of that extra stuff that you didn't need or I didn't want goes away. And now our image is this. The only way that you can bring that back is clicking your undo button, the magic undo button. But otherwise, you've cropped it down. It's now the size that you want. So I'm going to go underneath here and I'm going to take this Save the Chubby Unicorns and I want to change my font. So I'm going to click the font button and I'm going to scroll through here. I'm going to try this one here that looks kind of fancy. And then I'm going to blow it up big. Save the Chubby Unicorns. Now I actually think this is quite cute, but what I've noticed is if you look at a lot of the stuff out there right now that's got fancy lettering or things are worded nicely, they'll actually change and have each word kind of in different fonts, which looks really nice sometimes. So we're going to do that, but first I'm going to take our unicorn and I'm going to center him in the middle of the page because I think that will look better. I'm going to grab my text, so I'm going to cover my text up here. And then I'm actually going to go to this line and paragraph spacing and I'm going to turn it down to single. And this, remember, removes the spaces between the lines here. So when it's not single and when it's double, you'll notice that the words have all of this space between them. So much space. So we're going to actually put this down to single. And I'm going to just look in here as well, because sometimes you've got spaces before and spaces after the paragraph. So if you ever look at your text and you think that spacing is really weird, that can be why. So I'm going to grab this and I'm going to center this as well. And you'll notice that all of a sudden my centering button has gone away. So I just need to click on this align left, and it's got a drop down button and I can click center. I'm going to select the word the, and I'm going to make this one look much more straight. That's what I'm going to use for a word here. I'm going to have it be kind of not curly, straight lettered. And I'm going to make it much smaller. And I'm going to put it on its own line. And then this is a problem. So we're going to have it on its own line here. So I'm going to go back up to the spacing. And I'm going to make them go closer together. Ah, I like that. So what I've done is instead of having the spacing between it be 1, I've actually squished them together to be closer. And it makes it so that all of my words are coming nice and close together. Some of them like overlap a little bit, and I actually like how that looks. You may not love that, and you don't have to. But I'm going to leave mine that way. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take this word unicorns and we're going to change the colors. And take the U and I'm going to highlight just the U and I'm going to make this a rainbow. Red, orange, yellow. So I'm just highlighting each letter. Green. I don't like that green. Darker green. Blue. Blue. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 blues. I'm going to do a light blue and a dark blue. And I'm going to do a purple, and I think I'm going to end with a pink, but like a purpley pink. Make it a deep purple. There you go. Save the chubby unicorns. Oh, I like that so much. But I actually think that it should still be even just a little, oops, I did not mean to click double. I meant to make it even closer. So like 0.3. Nope, that's too close. Now they're over top of each other too much. Although, I actually don't mind how chubby and unicorns go together. So I just make it a little bit bigger. Instead of having it custom 0.3, I think I'll make it custom 0.4 and delete that space there. Save the chubby unicorns. I like that a lot. We're going to click on him and then we're going to pull and drag him in to make him smaller. Remember, if you want to edit, you can also click down here and you can have all image options come up, and that comes up over here. Look, we can even recolor. Oh my goodness, we can have a purple and a blue rhino. Look at that. I don't know if I like it, but we can, I didn't know you could do that. Oh, I like it. You know what would be really cool though is if we could have rainbow. I would like a rainbow colored unicorn is what I would like. So I've made this smaller. It's not popping up onto the page above, so I'm wondering if it's still too big. Yeah, there we go. I've made it a little bit smaller again, and then it pops up onto the top page. I can click our align, which is hidden because I had that open, so I can click our center button. Save the chubby unicorns. Actually, just because this is a silly one, I think I'm going to take out our bigger picture here. And then maybe put these up to the top, recenter, save the chubby unicorns, maybe make this one a little bit bigger. I actually really like how this looks. So if we go out of our fit to our 50%, save the chubby unicorns, we could move this down a little bit. And maybe we can find another picture on the web. I will move myself over. And maybe there's a rhino unicorn picture. Oh, look at the rhinos dreaming of being a unicorn. Look, I just grabbed it and pulled it over. You can also do that. Look at how cute that is. There is no other that I can quickly see unicorn picture. So you could have your unicorn, your rhino dreaming of being a unicorn, and say save the chubby unicorns. And we have changed fonts, we've changed colors, we've inserted pictures, we even adjusted one of our pictures. We did end up deleting it, that's okay. And we have this beautiful, adorable little poster with a funny saying. We are doing amazing. You could go and print this off and you'd have a great little poster hang up. Maybe I'll put it in my office. Okay, thanks guys.